I am a full-time music producer, yet I do not make money from Spotify or any other streaming platforms. Well, actually, I made $43.32 in royalties so far, and it's been over 3 years. Yay! If you think that royalties are the only way for you to become a full-time music producer, it is completely far from the truth. So why did I choose to not make money from royalties, and how do I make my money instead? Well, this video will walk you through it all. So there are 3 reasons why I decided not to make my money from royalties. First of all, royalties are cool, but it requires an insane amount of streams to make a decent income. On average, you'd need about 400,000 streams on Spotify to make $1,000, which is still not enough to call that a full-time living. Which means that on average, you would need to do 1 million streams every month to make a full-time living. And if you are a small, medium, independent artist, it's likely not going to happen. Obviously, if it's your sole focus and you have other income sources, it is doable. But on top of that, becoming an actual artist with a huge fan base was not necessarily my main goal. Yes, it's cool to have thousands of streams, thousands of listeners, but when I just started, I just wanted to make my own music because I enjoy it. I live with music on all day. All I wanted to do was to be able to produce my own music and see if I could actually get there. I was almost more of a fan of the challenge itself rather than the end result. And additionally, I love helping people. I want to have a positive impact in people's lives. This is my purpose. And this is something that I achieve through my online course, my coaching sessions, my digital products, not through gathering thousands of streams. Receiving these kind of messages makes me feel much more fulfilled than seeing a huge number of streams, because at the end of the day, they are just numbers. So this spoiled you a little bit of the second part of this video, but here is the second reason why I do not make my money through royalties. I do not want to depend on another platform to get my money. Let me explain. I want to be in charge of my income. Maybe it's my entrepreneurial mindset talking, but I want to be in charge. Recently, Spotify has been doing some questionable moves, like lowering the threshold for getting royalties, and has been under a lot of controversial talks. If your whole salary depends on a third-party platform and that third-party platform decides to cut their price, stop giving out royalties, or do whatever the heck they want, it impacts your income directly. And I find that too risky. I'm not the only one, by the way. Big artists like deadmau5 are getting pissed at Spotify and said that they will move their whole portfolio away from the platform. I won't go that far, but this is just to prove my point. And finally, the third reason why I do not make my money through royalties is that this is not the only way to make money as a music producer. There are so many other ways, like working with music brands, selling your own digital products, teaching, producing music for clients, sync licenses, etc., etc. Ideas are limitless at this point. So I don't have to collect royalties to be called a music producer if that's not what's the best way for me to monetize. Which leads me to the second part of this video on how I decided to monetize my music skills and knowledge. So I do this in 7 different ways. You don't need that many, by the way. I've been building all of those since 3.5 years. The first one is to work with top music brands. Here I'm talking sponsorships, or UGC, which stands for user-generated content. Sponsorships are when I do a product or service placement on my social media channels. For example, showing off the new audio interface I got, explaining what I like, why I use it, how it's helping me, and directing my audience to the link in the descriptions to also purchase it. UGC, on the other hand, are videos that a brand hire me to do specifically for them. So meaning that once I give the video to the brand, they can do whatever the heck they want with it. They can post it on their social media channels, they can post it on their website, they can use it as ads, they can do whatever, they have all the rights to it. What is cool with this is that I get to work with brands that I love and already use myself, I get to grow my network, and I get paid to make cool videos, which most often includes me having to make music. Like this video I made for Ghost Hack, for example, where I created a deep house track to show off their new producer bundle sample pack. Now the second way is to sell digital products like ebooks and Notion templates. Those are gonna be mostly educational products where I sell my knowledge. I have an ebook to learn music production at home, another one to succeed on social media as a music artist, and the 2 others are Notion templates to keep track of your songs or manage your whole music business. I made them all on Notion or Canva, and I sell them for less than $100 because those are my low-tier product offers. If you have knowledge in a certain skill, you could sell it as an ebook, a PDF, a checklist, a guide. For example, a 5-step checklist to master your own song for $9. But once again, here the ideas are limitless. If you take my friend Pesoni, for example, he loves plugins, coding, and he is very technical. He saw that some plugins on Ableton were losing their UI, so he coded some Max for Live wrappers to help people recover the UI and be able to use their plugins again. It's brilliant! Okay, the third way is to produce music for clients. Kind of like ghost production, almost, but not really. For example, at the moment, I have 2 clients. One is a YouTuber friend of mine who is very annoyed of getting copyright claims on his YouTube videos where he's supposed to be using copyright-free music that he bought on websites like Artlist or Epidemic Sounds. So he asked me to create 3 custom background music for him to use in his videos without any copyrights that he's gonna own the rights to. And all of them should have a different mood, a different style, a different vibe, just so that he can use them differently in his videos. And the other one contacted me on a YouTube video to ask me to produce a song for an a cappella that he wrote a couple years ago. He just has the a cappella and the chord progressions, so I will get to produce the song, to mix and master it for him. And those are very fun projects for me to work on. The fourth way is when a company is hiring me to make a sample pack for them. At the moment, I have 5 sample packs to make, and don't worry, I'm documenting the whole process and we'll make a whole YouTube video about it once it's ready. And I will also reveal the name of that platform that hired me in that future video. But you could totally make your own sample packs and just sell it as your own digital products. Now the fifth way is my online course, Music Creator. It's a live cohort course, not pre-recorded, but it could be where I teach music artists how to monetize their music skills online, how to create their own music business like I did. This is my highest ticket offer and has very limited amount of students, but you could make a pre-recorded course on anything you have knowledge about and sell it evergreen. I only did 1 cohort so far, so it's not my main income at the moment. It will probably be once I launch more. But if you're interested in taking it, I'm gonna launch the cohort number 2 very early September, so if you're interested, there's a link in the description to join the waitlist. Alright, the 6th income source that I have is also related to teaching. Those are one-on-one coaching sessions. You could call it consultations too, it just depends on what the student needs. Some wants to grow on social media as a music artist, some want help to learn music production, some want feedback on their songs. Those are open to whatever the student needs. I usually just ask them a bunch of questions when they book the call so that I can prepare the call ahead of time and make sure that I deliver as much value as I can in that 1 hour. Okay, and finally, the 7th income source that I have is related to content creation, so those are affiliation and AdSense. They are not much, but they are a pretty good addition to have, and they are coming from the ads that you see in my YouTube videos before watching them, or the links in the description that I have. Like if you buy through those links, I just get a commission at no extra cost to you, so those are the affiliation and AdSense, which, for your information, for those people who say I'm only getting paid by YouTube, I wish. Right now, per month, I'm probably getting like $300 a month, Canadian dollars. So I wish I would make most of my money through YouTube. So as you can see, there are multiple ways that I chose and they are all in my control, meaning that I can choose and decide which one I want to put the accent on each month. If I want to make more sample packs, I can reach out to more companies. If I want more students, I can launch more of my online courses or do more call to actions to my coaching sessions, etc, etc. Now, all that being said, this is just my approach and mine only. There is no right or wrong choice, just the one that works for you. Because after all, you are the one living your life, so make sure that you design the life that you want to live. Don't listen to those other people that tell you that you should do things a certain way. Just do it the way you want to. If this is something that you can relate to and you want to learn more about how you can become a full-time music producer, music creator like me, then make sure to join the waitlist through the first link in the description to be aware when my 2nd cohort of the course is gonna launch. But in the meantime, keep learning and I'll see you in the next one.